Tirupakar is one of the most underdeveloped regions in Pakistan, a place with one of the lowest scores in the Human Development Index, situated in a region where even clean drinking water is a luxury. It is under these darkest of circumstances that Humanity First Pakistan has given the Tharis a new ray of hope. Under our Water for Life project, we construct hand-dug water wells that provide an accessible and clean supply of drinking water to the people of Tirupakar within close proximity of their homes.
नौए बशर से हमको है दावाए मोहब्बत नौए बशर से हमको है दावाए मोहब्बत है जिंदगी का मकसद है जिंदगी का मकसद इंसानियत की खिदमत इंसानियत की खिदमत
The water is palatable and potable. It's become so much easier now. The older wells were very far away. We had to go there to fetch water, because of which we faced many difficulties. Now, even our animals are happy. We're so happy that it feels like the Eid festival.
तौफीक दी खुदा ने सहराए थर में आए हम प्यास को बुझाने हम प्यास को बुझाने शफ़ाफ़ ठंडा पानी इंसान की ज़रूरत है ज़िंदगी का मकसद
In rural Sindh lies the desert of Tirupakar, where for months on end a scorching sun beats down on its desolate landscape. Tirupakar is one of the most underdeveloped regions in Pakistan, a place with one of the lowest scores in the Human Development Index, situated in a region where even clean drinking water is a luxury. It is the extreme poverty amongst this ever-expanding population, coupled with a lack of an accessible clean water supply, that underscores the misery and destitution of those who live here. The workload on the women is immense. Waking up every day at 4 a.m, there is no rest for them. They do household chores, look after the children, and prepare meals. However, it is fetching water for their families that takes up the largest part of their day. These women with their brightly coloured clothes and bangles worn from their wrists to their shoulders, partially hiding skin which has darkened and aged before its time, show signs of the ravages of this inhospitable climate. Their children, barefoot and in torn clothes, struggle to accompany them for this daily chore. The water they fetch from local ponds or old temporary water wells is filthy and not fit for drinking. That, however, is no surprise, as their only water source is also used by them and their livestock to bathe in. Astonishingly, this is the norm in Tarbakar, as is the death of thousands of children each year from waterborne diseases.
Fetching water around here is very difficult. One day, after putting my little child down to sleep, I went to fetch some water from a water source 2 kilometers away. When I came back, my child had passed away.
I'm 70 years old. Previously, we didn't have any water source nearby. We used to have to go as far as Karki and Janida and Danganu to fetch water. I've spent all my life fetching water. Every day, we just worry about the water. Sometimes we would have to go to Janida at 3 a.m. in the dark to fetch water. I had a wooden stick in my hand to protect myself from wandering snakes. Our clothes would get dirty and old and would smell. I couldn't even afford to provide education for my children so their lives could be improved. I would usually come back around dawn, and only if we were lucky we would get some water. Otherwise, we'd just have to go back again in the morning.
For the Tharis, the health and well-being of their livestock is paramount. If their animals are not provided with adequate access to water, they will not be able to produce enough milk to feed the families of those who live there. It is this constant dilemma which compels the Tharis to provide water to their cattle instead of their own children when water supplies are scarce. It is under these darkest of circumstances that Humanity First Pakistan has given the Tharis a new ray of hope. Under our Water for Life project, we construct hand-dug water wells that provide an accessible and clean supply of drinking water to the people of Tarbakar within close proximity of their homes. Humanity First Pakistan has constructed 300 wells, providing clean drinking water to approximately 250,000 people and 400,000 livestock. The average cost of a water well is approximately 385,000 Pakistani rupees, and it takes between 4 and 8 months for completion, depending on its depth and the surrounding topography. Although machinery cannot be used to dig wells in this desert area, our locally hired workers have successfully dug wells up to 385 feet below the surface in search of a drinkable supply of water. Once completed, these wells become a source of joy for those labourers and their loved ones for generations to come. To avoid contamination, a concrete lid is placed on the top, and once complete, we invite the locals to inaugurate the wells and sweets are distributed to celebrate this festive occasion. The cutting of the ribbon brings with it the realization that access to clean water is now a reality.
Well done to you for giving us this water well. It only takes me 5 minutes. I quickly fill up my pot and come back home. Bless you all for bringing water so close to us. Now we can spend more hours on household chores. We can even go to our fields and use our time to grow plants, or we can do some stitching. We now take better care of our children.
Water is readily available now, so our children's lives are improving as well. Since the water source is close, both boys and girls are now enjoying better lives. Now they can study. We save a lot of time. I have grandsons and granddaughters now, and since water is easily available, they can study. All of them are studying at school.
Life cannot go on without water. Water is something that our lives are dependent upon for our animals, our children, all our people. In fact, no living being can survive without access to clean water. Therefore, we were in search of a water source, and now that there's a well right next to our houses, we are extremely delighted. Our time has been saved. Our children now have time to study, and even the quality of our work has improved. We are living better lives now. This water is better for our health, and it is due to your prayers that the water is palatable. Earlier, our village was infamous for having bitter and salty water, but now we have palatable water, and people from Dano and other distant villages visit our well to fetch water. This is all due to your prayers that we have found a palatable source of clean water. Our lives are going well. We pray for you. Our children are cleaner now and more presentable when they go to school. We pray for you, as you have given us this happiness. For us, it feels like the Eid festival. We are living because of this water.
फजलो करम से अपने तौफीक दी खुदा ने सहराए थर में आए हम प्यास को बुझाने हम प्यास
Clean drinking water should be a right and not a privilege. Humanity First Pakistan continues to strive for the people of Tarbakar. However, this district of more than 2 million people, 7 regions and no fresh water streams needs your continued support. Help us construct more water wells and together break the cycle of poverty and deprivation that has for too long now plagued the people of Tarbakar. Help us serve humanity.
इंसानियत की खिदमत नौए बशर से हमको है दावाए